Hey guys, it's Dan Haley. Welcome back. Today I wanted to talk to you about Redfin. They were bought out by a company called Rocket Mortgage. So now I guess the company is going to be called Red Rocket Real Estate. Red Rocket Real Estate, guys. It's going to be great. They're going to make debt generation great again. Because what is Redfin really? Let's think about it. Redfin is basically a data mining operation. They generate leads and they take your data and then they send it to a real estate agent who's never sold a house in his entire life, and then he gets to solicit you for a real estate agent contract. It's basically how it works. When you think about it, you got one of the top 3 real estate apps on the internet getting bought out by the number 2 mortgage provider in the country. I mean, isn't that kind of like a monopoly? You know, like, is that really good for the American consumer? And what you guys got to know is anytime it says that, like, contact an agent, you're not contacting the listing agent. You're contacting some rando who bought that lead. And that's not what you want. You know, if you want to know about the property and you don't want to deal with any BS and you want to go straight to the source, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see on Zillow or Redfin, it's going to say in really tiny little letters, it's going to say listed by. That's the listing agent. Or if it doesn't have somebody's name there and a number, it's going to say the brokerage who owns that listing. So that's the agent for the seller. So if you want to know what's really going on, that's who you would call. That's unless you have a good buyer agent. I like to hire a buyer agent to write me offers. If they're a competent real estate agent, I'll have them write offers for me, because I could just text them and be like, hey, I want to offer on this listing. And they'll say, okay. And I'll say, yes, I want to offer, this price. And they'll just send in the offer. I already have a buyer agreement with them. My last buyer agent sent me a contract with effective dates that were in the past. So I was represented by a buyer agent, but I really wasn't represented by a buyer agent because her buyer agent agreement had effective dates that were in the past. So I guess she just copied and pasted the last time somebody hired her to be their buyer agent, which was a long time ago. But that's how it goes with real estate agents. They're not very good at attention to detail. Yeah, I wanted to talk about Red Rocket because I don't think it's going to be a good thing for, the general public. I think it's probably going to be a good thing to keep on driving this bubble up, just keeping things going, keep on issuing more debt, keep on writing more mortgages with debt to income ratios above 40, people that can't really afford to buy a house. I saw this other news that the car loan delinquencies are now at an all-time high. To add on to the subprime mortgage delinquencies, that's VA and FHA. And the credit card delinquencies at an all-time high, and so on and so forth. You guys know the story. Shouldn't we just take a break from all this debt? Just for a little while. Just take a breather, guys. I was thinking about this as it relates to, do you really own the house? Do you really own a house in the United States when they can increase your property tax to exorbitant amounts? There's people in Alabama and Florida now, and, other southeastern states where their property tax is higher than their principal and interest. So do you really own that house, or are you just paying rent? Just think about that for a minute. But if your property tax is the majority of your monthly payment? Do you really own that house? Or does the government own your house? And you're just paying rent? I mean, it's a valid question, isn't it? I think it is. I think we got to start asking these questions. Because if you don't really own that house, why are you buying a house? It's just like the cars, guys. Do you own that car? Or is that a rental car? Like you're just renting a car to look cool. You got the BMW, you got the Audi, you park it in the driveway when you have a 2-car garage. Nothing's inside the garage. You face it out so they can see the hood ornament when they drive down the street where you live. I like this little truck that I bought when my SUV got totaled by a flying brick on 95, also known as a Toyota Prius. The guy thought he could fly in the rain. It's a heavy car, but you know, the laws of physics were stronger than this guy going 90 down the highway. He hydroplaned and T-boned me right off the highway and destroyed my SUV. So while I was driving the rental car around, just, you know, trying to figure out how long it was going to take for the insurance company to cut me a check, I flew out and I bought this truck and I drove it back. I paid cash for this truck, you know? I paid cash for it, drove it back, put it in the garage. I could just leave the truck parked there and I'm not paying for it. So you guys are paying for these vehicles and you're losing your jobs, and now you're going to have to park the truck inside the garage because the repo man's going to be coming looking for you. He's coming for you. He's going to take your toy away. So you guys are going to be running from the repo man. But like, I got this truck and like, I only put money into it if I do something with it. If I don't do anything with it, it just sits there and it's an asset for me. So you guys don't understand assets and liabilities. That's the big problem with Americans. Americans only understand debt. Americans only understand a monthly payment. And that's getting to be a problem in the United States. Like, there's no more money here. There's only debt. So, you know, the repo man's coming to take your car away, and I don't know what you guys are going to do, but you know, you should be focused on, what does this asset do for me? Like, what utility does it provide for me? What kind of cash flow am I getting from this asset? Like, is this asset working for me? Or is this thing just a liability? Is this thing just a subscription service? You know, am I living in a rental house and driving a rental car? Or do I really have an asset? I'm just asking the questions. You guys can let me know in the comments section, but I think Americans got to start looking at things in terms of assets.
Police reported ahead.
Better not go through the red light. But yeah, guys, I just want to come on here and talk about that real quick. I tried to do an outdoors video for you with the Osmo, but it's too windy out there, so I'm going to have to get one of those little furry microphones. But I hope you liked the video today. Please give me a like. I know it's a very big commitment to like a video, but if you would hit the thumbs up button, I would surely appreciate it. And if you subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate that too. I think we got up to 20 subscribers now, so we're on the way. And this is my 50th video, so I hope you're enjoying the content so far. If you don't, hit the thumbs down button, but just give me a vote one way or the other. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. I'm Danny Elliott.